finally watched The Dark Knight again last night on cable. It was the first time I've seen it since I saw it in the theater. Never watched it on DVD. And one of the reasons I did is because on Bleeding Cool, I think it was on Bleeding Cool, Rich Johnson had posted on something about how Christopher Nolan might not be on the third Batman movie. Do you remember reading that?
No.
I think it was on that website. But anyway, the whole reason I bring this up is because he brought it up that it was close to somebody, or no, it was on, I think it was on I Watch Stuff. Okay. It was on either I Watch Stuff or the only two of the websites that I visit every single day, so everything kind of blends together. But anyway, the point was that Christopher Nolan might not be doing the third Batman movie because the truth be told, that first he was really hurt and just is kind of disturbed by what happened to Heath Ledger.
Right.
You know, you work with this guy for so long, you guys this bond, and then, you know, he passes away, and it's just really disruptive.
Right.
In the relationship, I'm sure he's still kind of mourning that.
Right.
And I guess getting into it, the third movie he had set up was the Joker was gonna be heavily in the third movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and now that the Joker is not around, and now that Heath Ledger's not around, they don't want to use the Joker, so he's got to kind of start from scratch now. Like, what am I going to do to the third movie? And it sounds like he might not be doing it. Right. But then somebody in the comment section says something about, like, well, why don't you have the Joker in the movie, play it out the way you want to, but have someone else play the Joker? And I know as the movie came out, everyone was like, no one else can play the Joker. No one. But I think there might be one person, I think, that could pull it off. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Now, if you put him in the makeup, he kind of would look like Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And the guy is a fucking awesome actor.
He is, yeah.
Now, here's the thing.
Wow,
I know.
The more you're saying that, the more it works.
Because, so I read that comment, and I'm like, man, because I never thought about it either. I'm like, cool, you know, they just can't do another Joker. But then I'm like, Joseph Gordon, because the shit that guy does in movies, man, that guy is a solid fucking actor.
Yeah, to think this is a kid who started on Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah.
No, but I mean, you watch movies like Brick and Manic, and you see that this he's got chops.
And he's going to be Cobra Commander in the new G.I. Joe movie.
Don't bring that up. You just blew my whole theory out of the water. Do not base that. This guy does fucking awesome movies, and I'm thinking, that's the kind of caliber of an actor of Heath Ledger. And if you want to have Joker still in the movie, have him play the Joker.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people aren't going to like it. But if Christopher Nolan wants to still make that movie and tell that story, that's who you get. And I would like to get the people's opinions on that. If you know who Joseph Gordon-Levitt is, you know, do you think that he'd be able to do it? Now, I don't want to hear, like, no one else can play the Joker, blah, blah, blah. I want people who know who Joseph Gordon-Levitt is, who have seen his movies, if you think that he might be able to pull it off.
Right. No, and the more and more I think about it, the more I can see it happening. It's funny. I've watched The Dark Knight at least 3 more times since, because they've been showing it on HBO.
Like every day. That's what I watched it last night. Yeah.
So I've been watching it off and on, you know, for the past couple of weeks, and seeing all these little bits. And when you see how different scenes are out of context, you sit there and you go, "Wow."
Yeah.
You know, wow.
That's kind of how I felt when I was watching it again yesterday. Yeah, when I saw it in the theater, I saw it twice in the theater, and I'm like, yeah, it was a good movie, blah, blah. But now that I'm so removed from those first initial thoughts, I was like, yeah, there's a lot of things that still work. I still have some kind of problems with the ending.
Right.
But no, it's kind of how I felt like rewatching it again.
Right. The ending itself, the biggest problem I had with the end is it was too friggin' long. And you didn't need Two-Face in there. That was pretty lame. Huh. I can see that working. You might have saved the Batman franchise. Or
well, it wasn't me. It was whoever that commenter was on one of those 2 websites.
Or, hell, who do you have left in the Rogues Gallery? You've done Ra's al Ghul. You've done the Joker.
Oh, Riddler. Catwoman.
Catwoman. I say Johnny Depp for the Riddler.
Well, they've been talking about that forever.
Catwoman. Who would be a good Catwoman?
I don't know.
And
it's better. Well, it's not Cher. For sure. which was like 6 months
No,
ago, or like
no,
a while ago. It's
no.
like Cher's gonna be counting. Like, no, do not want to see that.
Yeah, what about Robin?
No, you don't. You leave Robin out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Batman without Robin?
Yeah.
Never?
No.
In this? It would never work? You think you can figure out a way
It
to
might
make
work at some point, but I don't want to see that.
Because there is a thing. That's the challenge of the new Batman movies, is trying to figure out a way to make these characters work in a different context, in a more realistic context. Because if it's not realistic, it doesn't work. Which is why, again, Batman, The Dark Knight is really more of a crime movie than a superhero movie. All right. Well, interesting. Interesting. I'll be interested to hear what you folks think. All right. Well, we're going to end on that. We will be coming back again next week with some new episodes.
I'm not very unsure about that.
Yeah, I know. But it's going to be the 4th of July weekend coming up next week, so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see.
What day is 4th of July on?
It's on a Saturday.
Oh.
So I don't know what the scheduling is going to be like. Is Dreamland going to be open on Sunday?
Yeah, I guess the 5th is on Sunday. Yeah,
right.
Why?
The other thing, too, is I haven't gotten a definitive answer on how people like posting these episodes. This past week, I have actually posted an episode every day, and I even posted two on one day, to which Johnny Horror said, wow, 2 episodes in one day. So I don't know. I'm not sure how it's working. Also, the episodes have been getting longer. I pushed it this past week with a 15-minute. Now, that was something that I normally would have edited, but, you know, scheduling for me and editing was just kind of crazy. So I said, I'd just throw the whole thing up and see what people think about it. Are longer episodes, do you guys care for them or not? And don't worry about our feelings. If you think that they work better when they're shorter, I've done them as short as 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and as long as 15. So if you prefer shorter to longer, let us know. I do keep track of all the stats. I do know that there a lot of you out there, you watch our videos straight through. Majority of people, though, only watch them for so long, and then they tail off. So that's normal.
And just to keep you guys updated, we're still working on the whole blog thing.
Right.
Just Ellie and I haven't had time to meet about it and get shit up and running, but hopefully we'll do that next week.
Just go to you can see it. It's up. It's Comic Culture.
There's nothing on there.
Well, I can post videos on there, but if you're wondering what it looks like, go to comicculturewarrior.wordpress.com and you'll see what it is. That's what we have set up. We're still figuring out how we're going to post to it and so on. And we've been talking about a bunch of other things, including making a podcast, which is going to be interesting. All right. So beyond that, we look forward to your comments, your feedback, and everything that you guys have to say. Let's be nice to each other on the boards. Keep us up to date if there's trolls. We haven't had any troll problems.
Oh, that reminds me. Not like this fucking Last Rants has been going on forever. But I had made this joke a while ago about how whenever our subscribers have actually gone up quite a bit in the last few months. And how I made the joke about how, you know, once I got a certain number, I'm going to start just culling people out of there to get them out of there. And then I think maybe it was DMAR, I don't remember, but they said, like, yeah, you know, make it like an exclusive type of club. You know, that's the way it should be. And I was actually thinking about doing that. Because if you guys send us friend requests, and if enough of you send us friend requests who actually post on the boards enough, I can make it so only our friends can post on the videos so we can cut out the riffraff entirely. So let me know what you guys think about that. And after you watch this, send us friend requests, and maybe we'll do that in a couple of weeks. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Is just let the people who comment who are our friends, because we have the choice of letting them post right away, and then people who aren't our friends, we get to moderate, and we get to say if the comment goes up or not.
All right.
So send us friend requests, and if enough of you do, then that's exactly what we'll do.
Sounds good. All right, folks, we'll end it there. And again, we look forward to your comments and your feedback. See you next time.